Lord Muruga. Lord Muruga, known by many names across the Indian subcontinent, stands as one of the most beloved and revered deities in Hinduism. As the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati, Muruga embodies the perfect synthesis of divine power and youthful grace. His eternal youth symbolizes the timeless nature of truth, courage, and spiritual wisdom. In Tamil traditions, Muruga holds a special place as the primary deity of the Tamil people, often referred to as Tamil Kaduval, which means God of the Tamils. His worship transcends regional boundaries, extending from South India to Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, and wherever Tamil communities have established themselves. The devotion to Muruga represents not just religious practice but a profound cultural identity that has sustained through millennia. The significance of Lord Muruga in Hindu theology cannot be overstated. He represents the warrior aspects of divinity, the commander of the celestial armies, and the supreme strategist who defeated the forces of darkness. Yet, paradoxically, he is also the embodiment of pure wisdom, asceticism, and spiritual realization. This dual nature makes him accessible to both householders seeking protection and success, and ascetics pursuing enlightenments. Universal appeal. What makes Lord Muruga particularly fascinating is his universal appeal across different philosophical schools within Hinduism. While Shaivites worship him as the divine son of Shiva, the destroyer of evil, Shaktas see in him the power of the divine mother manifested in masculine form. Vaishnavites recognize his connection to the cosmic order and dharma. This multifaceted nature allows devotees from various traditions to find their own understanding and connection with the deity. The iconography of Muruga is rich with symbolism, typically depicted as a handsome youth. He carries the veil, divine spear, in one hand, symbolizing focused spiritual power and discrimination between right and wrong. His Vahana, the peacock, represents beauty, pride, transformed into the spiritual virtue, and the conquest of ego. The rooster on his flag signifies awakening and the vigilance against spiritual lethargy. In South Indian traditions, Muruga is often portrayed with two consorts, Valli, representing aspiration and individual efforts, and Devasena, symbolizing divine grace and the fruits of righteous action. This marriage signifies the perfect union of human endeavor and divine blessings, teaching that spiritual progress requires both personal efforts and surrender to higher wisdom. Historical context. The worship of ancient roots, predating even the classical Hindu text, archaeological evidence suggests that Proto Muruga deities were worshipped in the Indus Valley civilization and ancient Tamil lands. The Sangam literature dating back over 2000 years contains numerous references to Muruga as a Sion or a Murugan, the red or beautiful god of the hills and forest. Over centuries, the tribal deity of the mountains evolved and merged with the Vedic Skanda, the war god mentioned in ancient scriptures. The synthesis created the complex, multidimensional deity we know today, who embodies both fierce warrior energy and profound philosophical wisdom. The evolution of Muruga worship demonstrates Hinduism's remarkable ability to integrate diverse traditions into a harmonious whole, preserving the essential characteristics of each traditions. Birth and divine origin. The sixth spark of fire. The birth story of Lord Muruga is one of the most captivating narratives in Hindu mythology, filled with cosmic significance and profound symbolism. According to the Skanda Purana and other ancient texts, the universe was once threatened by the demon Surapadman and his brothers, who had received powerful boons from Lord Brahma through their severe penance. These demons had become invincible to all the gods, creating chaos and suffering throughout three worlds. The gods, led by Indra, approached Lord Shiva and pleaded for his intervention. They need a commander who could lead the celestial armies and defeat the demons. Shiva, in his deep meditation at Mount Kailash, understood that a being of immense power needed to be born. From his third eye, he released six sparks of divine fire, so intense that even Agni, the god of fire, could not contain them. These six sparks were carried by Vayu, the wind god, to the Sarvana lake in the Himalayas, where they were carefully placed in a pond of sacred lotus flowers. The sparks transformed into the six beautiful babies, each radiating divine effulgence. The six Kritikas discovered these divine infants and nursed them with the great love and care. The union of six faces. When Goddess Parvati came to see her children, she was overwhelmed with maternal love. In her desire to embrace all six babies simultaneously, she pressed them close to her heart. Through her divine touch and love, the six infants merged into the one divine being with the six faces and 12 arms. This unified form becomes known as the Shanmukha or Arumugam in Tamil traditions. Each face of Muruga represents a different aspect of divine consciousness and spiritual wisdom. The six faces are said to be symbolize the six chakras or energies centered in the human body, demonstrating that Muruga embodies the complete spiritual evolution from base material existence to supreme enlightenment. His 12 arms represent the zodiac months and the totality of time, showing his eternal and all encompassing nature. The narrative of Muruga birth is not merely a mythological tale, but a profound allegory for spiritual awakening. These six paths represent the divine light of consciousness that descends into the material world. The nurturing by the Kritikas symbolize the importance of spiritual guidance and grace. In the development of consciousness, the final unification represents the integration of all spiritual faculties into harmonious whole. The miraculous birth of Muruga contains several layers of meaning. Unlike ordinary births through the womb, Muruga's origin from divine fire represents the principle of spiritual generation. He is self-created Swayambhu. It The miraculous birth of Muruga contains several layers of meaning. Unlike ordinary births through the womb, Muruga's origin from divine fire represents the principle of spiritual generation. He is self-created, that is Swayambhu, yet emerges from the will of Shiva, demonstrating the paradox of both independence and dependence in the spiritual realm. This birth transcends biological process, indicating that true spiritual birth comes through the fire of wisdom and discrimination. The role of both parents in a Muruga's manifestation is significant. From Shiva comes the seed of pure consciousness and power, while Parvati embrace provides the nurturing energy that brings unity and form. This represents the complementary principle of Purusha, that is pure consciousness, and Prakriti, that is creative energy, that combines to bring forth manifested reality. Muruga thus embodies the perfect balance of masculine and feminine divine principles. The tradition also speaks of Muruga being eternally young, never aging beyond his youthful form. This eternal youth is symbolic of the timeless nature of truth and spiritual wisdom. While the material world is subject to decay and change, the principle that Muruga represents, courage, wisdom, righteousness, remain forever fresh and relevant. His youth inspires devotees to maintain enthusiasm and vigor in the spiritual pursuits, regardless of physical age. Lord Muruga is known by numerous names, each revealing a different facet of his divine personality and cosmic role. The Sahasranama of Muruga encompasses titles that range from description of physical attributes to his philosophical significance. Understanding these names provides deep insight into the multidimensional nature of this deity and the rich theological tradition surrounding his worship. Skanda is perhaps the most ancient and widely recognized name derived from Sanskrit roots meaning he who leads or attacker. This name emphasizes his role as the divine warrior who swiftly attacks and destroys evil. In Vedic literature, Skanda appears as the war god and the commander of celestial armies, reflecting the martial aspect that has been associated with his deity since ancient times. Kartikeya is another prominent name referring to his adoption by the six Kritikas, or this name connects him to stellar mythology and cosmic cycles. As a Kartikeya, he represents the divine principle that is nurtured by celestial forces, suggesting his role as a bridge between earthly and heavenly realms. This name is particularly popular in North India and among Sanskrit-speaking communities. In Tamil traditions, the name Murugan holds supreme importance, derived from the Tamil roots meaning youthful and or beautiful. His name emphasizes his eternal youth and divine handsomeness. Murugan is not just a name, but an expression of love and devotion that Tamil devotees have cherished for over 2 millennia. The Tamil Sangam literature extensively describes Murugan as the red god of the hills, the deity of love and war. Murugan means six-faced. This specifically refers to his unique iconographic form. This name celebrates the miracle of the six babies merging into one divine being. In Tamil homes and temples, calling upon Arumugan invokes the complete spiritual power represented by all six faces. Each face is believed to bestow different blessings: wisdom, wealth, health, victory, protection, and spiritual liberation. Kumaraswamy means youthful lord or lord of youth. He is another beloved name that appears in numerous hymns and the prayers. This name is particularly significant in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, where major temples are dedicated to Kumaraswamy. It emphasizes not just physical youth, but spiritual freshness and the ability to approach each moment with renewed intelligence and clarity. Subramanya is known of profound philosophical importance, meaning dear to the Brahmins, or one who tends to spiritual wisdom. This name established Muruga's role as the teacher of spiritual knowledge and the protector of dharmic wisdom. Many scholarly priestly families have traditionally maintained special devotion to Subramanya, seeing him as the guardian of Vedic learning and spiritual practices. Shanmukha directly refers to his six faces, while these names are frequently used in prayers and mantras, particularly those focused on seeking comprehensive blessings or complete spiritual development. The six faces are sometimes correlated with the six schools of Indian philosophy, suggesting Muruga's mastery over all branches of knowledge. Guha means cave dweller or hidden one, reveals the historic aspect of Muruga. This name suggests that the deepest truth of existence dwell in the cave of the spiritual heart, accessible only to those who turn inward. As a Guha, Muruga represents the hidden wisdom that must be discovered through meditation and self-inquiry. This name is especially significant in tantric traditions. Senthil, Palani, Tiruchendu, and other names derived from the sacred temple locations show how Muruga presence is intimately connected with the specific geographical locations. Each of these names carries the spiritual power and unique character of the deity as manifested at the particular place. Devotees believe that calling upon these names evokes the specific blessings associated with each sacred site. The multitude of names for Lord Muruga reflects the fundamental principles in Hindu theology. The infinite cannot be captured by a single designation, which name is like window offering a particular view of the divine reality. Together they create a comprehensive understanding while acknowledging that the complete truth transcends all names and forms. Different names also serve different devotional purposes. When seeking victory over obstacles, devotee might invoke Skanda the warrior for spiritual wisdom, they turn to Guha or Subramanya. For beauty and grace, they call upon Murugan. This flexibility allows each devotee to establish a personal relationship with the deity based on their specific needs and spiritual temperament. Muruga May Muruga bless you all. Thank you.